allies, I mean the traitors, were disposed of. But the situation's not over.
The enemy's on your tail! Do a barrel roll! A fact often overlooked by others is that the Skycrawlers has actually been around as a franchise since 2001, initially existing as a series of novels in Japan that tell the story of a group of fighter pilots in an alternate history. The series soared even further into the limelight with 2008's high-budget anime film. The Skycrawlers' Innocent Ages on the Nintendo Wii is a retelling of that story, although, just to be clear, I have never read or watched anything prior to playing this game. There's a bit of controversy regarding how this game is best played. First, being that this is the Wii, there's a funky motion control setup that you can wrap your head around. There's no Wii Motion Plus support, so it isn't perfect, but many people swear by it as the best way to control everything at once on the higher difficulties. You also get gamepad support in the form of the GameCube and Classic controller, which I ultimately preferred as it is hard to get that level of precise control anywhere else. High-level play does require a bit of finger gymnastics, as you need to press absolutely everything on it. This all goes to show, though, that there is a bit of range in which Skycrawlers makes itself accessible. Depending on the difficulty you choose, the more manual control is required to keep the plane straight and miss all of your rolling and nosedives. It's pretty damn nice. I'm not a veteran of the Ace Commander series, although I couldn't help shake the feeling that this might be an ultimately watered down version. You can fly through this in about 5 hours, and then you're basically done, unless you want to snag S grades for everything. I was disappointed at the endgame content. I made my way through the poorly directed, ridiculous anime storyline, and then all that was offered to me was a single bonus mission that asked me to shoot down 100 enemy planes in a single go. I took my 15 minutes, did such, and that was it. I wanted more, and here was the potential for Skycrawlers to take its already created assets and really give them to me. But, sadly, no, it didn't. The mission variety lacked a little for this sort of game. There were a couple that required more stealthy type action, but otherwise it's just shooting down the same fighter planes over and over. I did like the dogfight boss missions though. But really, while other games of this sort often feature these great missions that have you storming bases and taking on 3 different flying fortresses all right in a row, this one skimmed a little bit with only a small taste of each. The Skycrawlers is all about the gameplay, and the gameplay is good. Aesthetics are pretty much there to just get the job done, and they're passable enough. Like I said though, the story is poorly paced and a little ridiculous. Fans of the series might be able to draw a little bit more out of it, but even as a person who enjoys a good anime, it's not that great. Really, it's not the fact that it is anime though, it's the fact that the direction is just terrible, and it is slow and plodding and not that good. The Skycrawlers is probably the best aerial combat game on the Wii, but it will never go down as a genre great. If you have a Wii and you crave these sorts of games, you might want to try it out. I did have a good 5 hours of fun with it. The Skycrawlers Innocent Aces for the Nintendo Wii receives a 6 out of 10.